Okay, so let's get down to the nuts and bolts. When we escape wage slavery, you're in a job, you're getting a monthly income or weekly income depending how you're paid, right? So what we now need to do is replace that with another income source, ideally doing something we really like to do. So that begs the question, do we want a lump sum of cash or do we want a regular income stream? Two very different sides of the coin. Both wealth, both financial wealth, but which one would be more efficient? I'll give you a clue. There's a reason that a pension, generally speaking, pays you a monthly or yearly income, and it doesn't just give you a lump sum. Passive income, which is to say recurring income, whether you work or not, because there's never anything truly 100% passive. But passive income to the degree of, general passivity, which is to say you don't have to do too much to make sure the money comes in. That's the sweet spot. So if I'm here and I earn £10,000 per month and I can operate it on my laptop and not really do too much, or have £500,000 in my bank account, which is going to last me, 10 years, for example, then which one's more beneficial? The £10,000 for life, that's going to go up with inflation, or the £500,000 in my bank right now? Different people with different choices, but I'd suggest for the average person, £10,000 a month, whether you work or not, is much more beneficial. So we're going to look at passive income. What I want you to do is come up with the figure that will set you free. What do you earn now in your job, or what are your complete monthly outgoings on a piece of paper? Just write that figure down so that we know what figure you need to get to. Could be £1,500 if you're in the UK, could be $5,000 or whatever if you're in the US with the family. Just write, it doesn't matter what it is, just write that figure down so we can get some clarity around where we need to get to. Because this is the starting point. If you have zero passive income right now, this is the starting point and the focus, like an arrow at a dartboard, where we need to be going to. So we need that context shift. Passive income over cash. Cash is great, especially if you know what to do with it. But if you can create systems and a business or businesses that pay that monthly income stream, and it's never been easy with digital products anymore. It's never been as easy as this, and it's going to get easier too. Although it's getting more crowded with more people, granted, the amount of the technology that's being released is phenomenal, and we can all utilise that now to create that wealth that we're looking for. So there is a big difference. Please ingrain that in your mind. There's a couple of books that I'm going to recommend on the notes below. I'll mention them. Rich Dad Poor Dad's a good one. It's got a lot of flaws in the book, but the idea behind it is very correct. Also, if you have just, a couple of £100,000 cash sitting in your bank, inflation and the constant printing of money that these central banks are doing, that's going to devalue your money. So if you can keep reinvesting with your passive income or with the cash that you've got sitting around, that can start creating that income stream for you, and it compounds over time. I think it was Einstein who said that the eighth wonder of the world was compound interest. So if you don't know what compound interest is, just check that out on Google. So that's this lesson over. Let's go on Google, check it out, check out the difference between passive income and cash sitting in a bank account. What the banks do generally, if you put, 20 grand in your bank, they'll pay you a very small interest return, right? If you can put that 20 grand into, a piece of property, for example, or to start up a YouTube channel or something, to start getting revenue from ads, at that point you get an income stream that you don't really have to work for other than doing something that you really enjoy. So that's the context shift, and that's the lesson that I'd like to learn in this video. If you can go back and watch it again, there's been some gems being dropped, so please listen again. Do the homework, write down that figure that you need. It doesn't matter what it is. If it scares you to death, good. You can do it because this is all about escaping wage slavery. I'll see you on the next video.